Hi there, my name is Martin and I'm one of the exchange coordinators within the Go Abroad team in Careers and Global Opportunities, and I'm just going to spend a few minutes talking to you about Study Exchange, which is one of the offerings as part of our Go Abroad programme. Study Exchange provides an opportunity for you to study at one of our many partner universities worldwide. Our range of partners is varied both within Europe and internationally. For the majority of U of G students, Study Exchange takes place during your third year, with a small number of courses allowing students to go abroad in their second year. If you're unsure what year of study you can go on exchange, please check out our Moodle or speak with your subject coordinator. Exchanges can take place either for a full academic year or a single semester. Some courses do have restrictions on what duration you can go abroad for, but again, check out our Moodle or speak with your subject coordinator for confirmation. Your exchange counts towards your U of G degree. It does not add any additional time to your degree programme, and the credits that you gain from studying abroad will be carried back over to the University of Glasgow and transferred into Glasgow credits. During your time abroad, you will not pay any tuition fees to your host university. Instead, you will continue to pay for your tuition fees at the University of Glasgow, however you did this in your first and/or second year. Additionally, if you currently receive any additional funding from your student funding body in the way of grants or loans, you should continue to be eligible to receive these. However, your funding body's website would be able to confirm what you're still eligible to receive. In 2022-23, U of G students went to a total of 33 countries, both within Europe and internationally. Just a handful of countries our students are away to as we speak include Australia, Azerbaijan, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Mexico, South Korea, Sweden, Spain and the United States. Some others include China, Singapore, Denmark and New Zealand. We're very lucky here at the University of Glasgow to have hundreds of partner universities who want to work with us and have our students come to study with them. Studying abroad is a great opportunity with lots and lots of benefits to it. Firstly, you will have the chance to travel to a new location and immerse yourself in a new culture and setting. Students can often find this the most daunting part of going on study abroad. However, they return from their exchange having learned lots of new skills they may not have without going abroad. Studying abroad will also give you the chance to network and connect with fellow students, both students native to that city or country, and also your fellow exchange students taking in this new experience with you. I have met many of my now lifelong friends via going abroad, so networking and meeting new people and expanding your circle can be very beneficial. Studying in another country is also very useful in building upon your intercultural skills that employers value when you go into full-time work post-degree. Completing your study exchange is a real, tangible, recognised achievement, with the adaptations and the skills that you acquire are very keenly sought after by employers, and they really like to see this on your CV. Gaining independence and confidence are two attributes students returning from exchange always say they have gained in. For many students, this might be the first time they're going away without their parents or their grandparents or their friends, not just going abroad, but being away from home for a relatively long period of time, especially with the last few years being what they've been like. Being away from your usual support networks, those initial nerves you feel as you head off are completely normal and will actually serve you quite well for taking on new adventures as you undertake problem solving and decision making activity. And finally, whether you are a language student or have an interest in the language of your host country, going abroad gives you the opportunity to practice and improve your language skills in a real life setting. As students are going on study exchange, there will be some access to funding to assist some students with the costs associated with their exchange. As you may be aware, as the UK has now left the European Union, so have UK universities left the Erasmus Plus scheme. The university will apply to the Turing Scheme, which is the UK government's replacement to help support UK students with going on exchange, and we will expect to hear the outcome of our Turing Scheme application bid in August 2023. We will ensure that all U of G students following compulsory language placements will receive a grant at the Turing Scheme rates, and students who meet the university's widening participation criteria who are successful in securing a place for exchange will be prioritised for funding in keeping with the objectives of the Turing Scheme. And if you're unsure what the widening participation criteria is, and if you fall under that, please check out the criteria on the Moodle. Scholarship funding for up to £1,000 per student will be made available to those students who don't meet the widening participation criteria. This will be rewarded on a competitive basis and will be based on your application score. In previous years, we have typically been able to fund around half of the applications received, and we'll be providing more information on this on Moodle. Next, I want to touch on researching and applying for your exchange. I just want to run over some key important points as they are really important. If you're keen on going abroad soon but have no idea where you'd like to go, please go and check out our online destinations tool, which can be found on our website glasgow.ac.uk/goabroad. I've just provided a screenshot of our tool here. You can hopefully see that I have filtered as being an accounting and finance student, and that I'm an undergraduate and I would like to study for the full academic year abroad. And you'll see that I have left the country where I would like to go blank. So once I've chosen my options on the filters, I then hit search, and all the icons that you see on the world map in blue are the locations that a student who is studying accounting and finance at the University of Glasgow and as an undergraduate would like to go away for a full year. You can see all the places that the student could go and study. So you can see accounting and finance students could go to the United States and Canada, all over Europe, Australia, Mexico, Argentina, and many other countries around the world are available to accounting and finance students. If you haven't already, it really is worth taking a look at our online destinations tool to get those initial ideas of where it is that you could go with your degree. A very important task for students going on exchange is to speak with your subject coordinators. I mentioned subject coordinators earlier, but if you're still unsure of what or who that is, your subject coordinator is a contact in your academic department or school who helps students with their study abroad options. They will help you look at your partner and class choices to ensure that they are suitable to study for the purposes of your degree. Some students may already know of this contact as your Year Abroad coordinator. A list of subject coordinators is available on Moodle. In your study exchange application, you'll be allowed to submit up to 3 choices of your host university, and using our online destinations tool and speaking with your subject coordinator, they will be able to help you make informed choices on where you'd like to go. And please note that if you only choose one host university, that does not mean that you'll be allocated there. Our application is competitive, and we often have more applications for our most popular host universities than we have places. So submitting a strong application for your 3 host choices is really important. For each choice that you have made, we do ask students to provide in detail course suitability, which is why looping in your subject coordinator is very important at this stage, how you plan to budget for your exchange both before you head off and when you are there, and your interest in the host and their city or country and why it appeals to you. The Go Abroad team plan on running some drop-in application sessions between the application opening soon and the closing date in December, and more information on this will be provided soon. And just to finish up, here is a brief timeline of the application and pre-departure calendar. So we'll be opening our application this October, with the closing date to be sometime in early December. Once we have marked and allocated students their places, we will be contacting students in late December to early January with their offered university, which will be one of the universities that you've applied to. Upon acceptance of your offer, we will begin nominating, which is our term for notifying host universities that students would like to attend there. Full year and semester 1 only students will be nominated early next year, and semester 2 only students will be nominated from late summer 2023. Once nominated, the host will reach out to you to submit your official exchange application to them. So to confirm, your Go Abroad application is not your official exchange application. And the Go Abroad team will be on hand to help along the way. In 2023, we'll be running a suite of pre-departure activity to get students prepared for going on their exchange journeys. So good luck with your study abroad applications. If you need any assistance, please check out our Moodle where there will be lots of helpful advice and guidance, or email us at the Go Abroad team at the email address on screen, goabroad@glasgow.ac.uk.